Yeah, talking about thinking on the fly, we were talking last year too. You said, "Man, your indie time that you get with your players during during the season is like it
Yeah.
shrinks. You know, it goes smaller and smaller and smaller." Can you talk a little bit about coaching and how you got to be able to coach on the fly, and not sit there and talk big long paragraphs with your players, and kind of how you communicate in small bite-sized pieces.
Right. You know, when we were running back, you might get 5 minutes. You know, that's about it, because you know everything is about repetition. You know, with our style of offense. So the offensive line, you get a lot of work with them. You do a lot of half line things. So usually you only get 5 minutes. So you are coaching on the fly. You're coaching on a lot of tape. You know, a lot of everything that we do from an offensive standpoint is videoed. So you do get to see a lot of tape. You get guys who filter in throughout the day, and you sort of correct there. You know, because there's not a whole lot of time, to correct, while we're in practice. You know, he might slow stuff down for a little bit, but we doesn't practice very long. You know, we get out there about an hour and 45 minutes tops, and it's fast. So if you're going to correct something, you do it right then, or you wait to follow up on the film on the next day. But, yeah, everything is pretty fast, and we got to go.
Coach, you taught me about TCB.
TCB.
That's it, man.
Right. That's right. And then, that thing it's pounded on every day. You guys mentioned, some things that we can shout out. You shout that out and everybody's listening. I can assure you of that.
No, that's awesome. Hey, talk now that you're coaching receivers, man. Talk about the mentality that you want those guys to have. I mean, you're not out there doing 7-on-7. I'm sure the whole time.
Right.
I've heard the phrase "no block, no rock." I'm sure you believe in that.
No blocky, no catchy around here. So same thing. No, but I tell you what, the biggest difference is I went from helping out at running backs from you getting no individual time to where I can load up over here where I'm at now. We get plenty of individual time. But it's the same mindset. You still everything wants to be 100-yard dash for us, but we're looking for physical kids. We did a study in our conference last year, and the average corner was 5'10". So we went out and we got bigger guys. Now you see guys here, they're 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", 6'4". So we went out and got bigger, just to sort of impose that physicality of what we're trying to do. They got to be able to run too, don't get me wrong. But, we want to be physical on the perimeter. We want, to have that presence out there. And, with all these rule changes coming up, you can't just cut people anymore. So we got to be physical on the perimeter, and we got to be able to handle that. And our bodies got to be able to handle that as well. So, the mentality we have at receiver is quite simple, man. We're just going to go out, do our job, and we're going to do it the most physical way possible. And, we're going to make plays and on the perimeter as well. But, we are what we are in this offense, and, we got to block first.
Oh, that's good stuff, Coach. I'm going to check back in with Matt here. He's having a little technical difficulty with his mic. Make sure he has a question for you probably here. Coach, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm going to let you chime in for a minute, man. I done asked like 5 questions. I don't want to hog it up.
You're good, dude. I ain't worried about it. But, Coach, I've seen you on social media looking recruits about their highlight films, and how bad does the film get out there, man? What kind of advice would you give a newer, younger coach or younger player, maybe organizing the highlight film for the players?
Well, for us, you got to think we're not, at Clemson, we're not at Tennessee, so we don't have 100 people in there, working, the recruits or, filtering through all those things. So for us, we are looking at those things. And, for me, it's just, and the rest of these guys too, as a staff, when we talk about it, you got to get our attention really quick, or you got to get coach's attention really, really quick. So if you got, 5 minutes of hitches out there, I got to move on. Because like I said, we're looking for big guys, big play guys. And, I just don't have the time to sift through all your hitches, to get to your big plays. So let's make sure you put all your big plays up front. All right. And then that's the main thing. You need a wow factor right now. And, just that, when you read a book, you need that first line to really get my attention. Same thing here with your huddle. You really need to get their attention, whatever that is, whether that be, a bone crushing block, or you got a big run, or, you threw a great pass. All those things that you think are wow moments right there. Let's put those things up front. Yeah, it's great to have a 20-minute highlight, but let's put the good ones up front. so we can take a peek at them and we can evaluate you even further and make us want to go even further and look at you. And another thing is just put your contact information on there. You know, put your name, put your coach's name out there. That way we can have that stuff. And, you know, those are some of the main things. Just, you know, have your contact information on there to where people can get a hold of you. I mean, there's nothing worse than, hey, you got a great highlight tape, but now I lose you there. I don't know where else I can get, you know, I lost you. So, you know, make sure they got your coach's name out there, and their contact information and your contact information out there. So we can follow up with you and go from there. But, you know, just put your good stuff up front. That's across the board. Put everything you think you've done great, put it up front, and let your chips fall where they fall.
I'm laughing a little bit as you're talking, man. We had a wide receiver one time, K-Money 35 or whatever. That's his name, you know. And the first 2 or 3 clips are holding penalties, and he's cutting, and the whole night. Like, this is terrible, man. This is terrible. What's wrong with you? So I feel your pain on that, man. Jeez. Yeah. Hey, Coach, I thought about something real quick. We were talking about your practices a little bit, and then we'll have one more question for you here. I thought I remember you saying you guys practice in series. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to Coach Kelly Lee of Eastern New Mexico earlier today, and he was talking about how they put their schemes into families, and it helps them organize and you know, just make everything much more efficient. Do you guys kind of do that sort of thing with your option game? And
we do. You know, everything we got. You know, we have everything pretty much built in around the option. I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, technically we only got one play that's a triple option. That's just being honest. The rest, you know, is sort of built around that. And that's how we sort of that's how he built his offense. And that's what it is. And, you know, we got a straight dive series. We got a lead series. We got all those different things. You know, we got, you know, our package is all the same. We got a sprint out. We got a 5-step drop game. We got a quick game too. We got RPOs in there as well. So, I mean, we have all those things packaged in. And just based off what we see that week, you know, we may, you know, pluck 5 or 6 run plays that we're going to bring in that week, 5 or 6 pass plays, and, you know, have him a nice little menu there for him to choose from. But, you know, overall our stuff is packaged up pretty good, and it's very, very simple we made it simple for our kids to learn. And, you know, to be quite frank with you, and you know, it's very, very player friendly, and we like it that way.
And you're able to get those reps you're talking about, you know what I mean, and practice in an efficient manner. And
Absolutely. You know, that's a big key for us is, you know, Coach Turner's real big on, you know, tempo. He's real big on tempo, but, you know, more than anything, it's quality reps that we get, you know, in practice. Our guys get good quality reps. You know, that's across the board. And we try to get as many guys as we can reps throughout our practices too. And I think that's one thing that you'll probably see that'd be a little different than going to somewhere else is you'll probably see top to bottom guys getting reps at our practice.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. You never know. You got to prepare for that rainy day.
That's
you know,
exactly right.
I've made that mistake before, giving you know, the best player all the reps. Then he gets injured that first game. Then you're screwed. You know, you're held to what that second, third team guy can do. You know what I mean? And that can really hurt you. So that's awesome.